What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Oh man, what the hell? You know, if you guys could hear the stuff that we don't record, we'd probably be super popular right now. Welcome to another edition of the What the Hell podcast. I'm Sean.
TJ.
You guys introduce yourselves.
Huh?
Exactly.
That's the big dumb dipshit known as Jason.
Well, I was waiting for him to say I'm TJ, so I could just say, well, I'm waiting for TJ to shut the fuck up. But, you know.
Well, I just spent like the last 15 minutes waiting on you to do the same fucking thing.
Well, you'd think those ear pods would be red by now for all the bitching you're doing about the ears bleeding.
You think you would be on your period with the amount of bitching I just had to listen to you do?
Go ahead, keep going. Come on. Come on.
And it's your turn. You're up. Come on, pal. Fire back. Oh,
No, I'd have to actually
sir.
give a shit about this conversation to keep it going.
The push broom of many books.
This was Sean's idea to start hot, by the way.
Yeah, it really was. Because it's fucking gold. I don't care.
Yeah.
So much good stuff that we should have hit record before that, but whatever.
Probably just
Yes,
started as we log on.
We're back. Here we are. We're recording. Fucking let's play catch up on everything that what the fuck has been going on.
No, we can't because he's already been,
Well,
having this neurotic thing about us talking about it. I can't do it again. So no.
No, you don't have to tell all of that.
Did I hit a soft spot, Jason?
No, I just don't want to hear it again.
But since he was feeling left out, let's start with the push broom of many books. Phil, the what the hellions in. What's been going on? How you doing? What's crack-a-lacking and all that
What new
shit?
books have you read this week?
700.
It's a lot of books.
That is a lot of fucking books.
We were pretty slow at work. No, but anyways, I work and work and work. That's all I do is work.
Well, no, you played Switch for 7 hours not too long ago, so
Oh, that was today. By the way, guys, new game out. It's called Tiny Thor. It's a platformer. It is super fun.
Tiny Thor.
Yeah, I got it on Switch. It's
Name.
it's like $20. It's so fun.
I'm gonna have to look into this one. I was telling you that I don't think I've turned my Switch on in a hot minute. I get so late to some of these things. You'll fucking laugh. Bless you. I just started, and I've like heard about it, and I know they're making a movie and all that shit. But I just started playing Borderlands 1.
Oh, I do like Borderlands.
Yeah, I've tried to play that game so many times. I just can't get into it.
It is frustrating as fuck.
I've noticed that with like.
I will give it that. I've enjoyed playing it, but it is frustrating. Actually, oddly enough, because there's an expansion for one of the characters, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands or whatever.
Yeah, that was super popular not that long ago.
I downloaded that. I had finished God of War Ragnarok, so I downloaded that one because I'm like, okay, I like Borderlands, and I kind of got into it a little bit. I haven't really played that much, but I also kind of went like, okay, this isn't really the same, and blah, 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 blah. So I downloaded Evil West.
My problem with Borderlands has always been the weapon selection because there's so many, and my brain always goes, "There's something better out there. I must have it."
Yeah, that's
pretty much how that goes.
That was part of it for me. That first boss, I don't even remember what. I mean, fucking like his gun would like fucking wipe my shield and basically kill me almost right away. Until I got the sniper that lit people on fire.
Yep.
And got in a few good shots.
Mm-hmm.
There was always minor. There were always such minor differences. Like you pick up a gun, and like obviously they're gonna change the things or whatever. But like okay, the damage is like 2 things higher, but then like reload is 2 lower, but then there's this really cool statistic, and you're like, but okay, but it's this or whatever. Then you get to the boss guy, and there was one, I can't remember if it was Borderlands 1 or 2, where he was wearing a helmet that had like this little slit, like right here. And that's the only place you could shoot him. And you're
Oh
like,
shit.
fuck you. I don't want to
Fucking-
do that.
You bring up a good point, and right now I'm a guy that I've enjoyed most of the Call of Duties.
Mhm.
You know, it's just fucking good. But right now, I'm gonna give a big fuck you to Modern Warfare 2, and here's why. And Jason brought this to my head
I'm
because
sorry.
most of the time, if you think back, you both have played these titles before, but like, you know, you got to level up to get the better sights and the better magazine capacity and all that shit, right?
Yeah.
But that was all if you used that weapon.
Yeah.
So in Modern Warfare 2, to upgrade like the whatever, the reflex sight or whatever I've got on an M4, if I want to go to the next level sight on that, I've got to level up a whole other fucking weapon.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so they've tied like sights in with specific weapons?
Yeah, so like if I want to upgrade the
Who
weapon,
the fuck thought that would
Right.
be a good idea?
if I want to upgrade the sight that goes on a fucking M4, I've got to level up this other fucking assault rifle to at least level 12, and then it'll unlock that sight for the M4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah,
That's
even better because now you have to start at level 1 with said weapon, and everybody
Yeah.
loves playing with iron sights.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, that makes no fucking sense.
Well, I mean,
None.
you've got to level up roundaboutly like that, unless you're a streamer. Then they just kind of basically give it to you for free.
Or
yeah.
you play the game for 14 hours a day.
Or that.
I saw that and I was, because I'm like, man, why am I not fucking leveling up? I've been playing. I like everybody else. I'll make 2 or 3 loadouts depending on what map I'm going to. Right. And
my power just flickered, so if I suddenly disappear, that's why.
oh shit. You know, but I've got, so I've been playing the same fucking weapons pretty much the whole time. I'm like, man, I'm not
Fun.
fucking leveling up. I can't get any more fucking, you know, any more fucking sites or whatever. I'm like, and then so when I went to see, I'm like, man, am I just not that level? Maybe I hit some XP or something. And it's like,
To
no,
unlock, blah, blah, blah.
yeah, you must let to unlock this, level up this other gun to this level. And I'm like, what in the actual fuck?
I'm waiting for the qualification to be, well, I mean, what you're going to have to do to upgrade this weapon is go back to Modern Warfare 1, play through the campaign, but do it inverted.
Right.
Inverted on expert difficulty.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, that's the difficulty.
That's how you get your red dot sight.
And you have a time limit on each level.
And you can die no more than twice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you die once, you're done.
Or
That's fucking
You-
bullshit.
or you can just give us $5, we'll unlock it for you.
Oh yeah. Well, there was something similar in that Evil West. Like I started playing that a little bit. And there was some kind of setting for something called True Death, which was essentially if you die, you lose
Die
all,
the game. Yeah.
lose all your shit. And I'm like, fuck you. No.
Oh, that's put in for streamers.
Oh yeah. I'm like, no. If I die, I would like to pop right back the fuck up where I died because
Yeah, I don't want to start over from scratch.
Oh,
We're beyond that fucking Super Mario Brothers 1.
yes. Like if I had to do that in Tiny Thor, I would have not played that game.
yeah, that was
It's 2023. We love a good checkpoint.
This game saves data. You do not power off if this icon is showing, right?
I never really did, which I thought it was something that should be, obviously something you can do. But I think I found out it was something you could, or maybe it depends on the manufacturer, was save files. Like you could actually, okay, if you're playing Valhalla.
Oh yeah.
Assassin's
I
Creed
could-
Valhalla.
I could send you my save file.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was, well, because like I've been playing like Assassin's Creed Valhalla on my Xbox before I went back to a PlayStation. And I'm like, that'd be really cool to not have to start over. And you look it up and like, I mean, technically, it's all the same information. You can kind of, I was like, all right, that's pretty cool. I didn't realize that. I thought with the exclusivity, it's, I want the little dot going when I do the exclusivity.
I know, right?
Yeah. with the way that they do that for the consoles, I would have figured somebody from Microsoft would go, "Fuck you." No, you have to
No,
read the whole thing that's on the PlayStation, you asshole.
well, no, and that's the thing is nowadays the movement is so much towards like all inclusive, like
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Cross-platform functionality for
I-
top
and-
games.
yeah, well, and Sony's been dragging their feet because they're being Sony. But what was really the kicker was when Microsoft bought Activision, Sony shit their pants because they're like, are we losing Call of Duty?"
Yep.
So that's finally what's been bringing Sony around to start like fucking actually working with these companies.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm
Like,
so surprised. What was it? I don't remember who it was. I don't think it was anybody from one of the major platformers or whatever, but they were talking like somebody was talking the stupidity of having specific titles for or exclusive titles. There we go.
console exclusives, yeah.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
Because PlayStation does it like, well, that was actually one of the reasons why I went back. Like I was like
Yeah.
the God of War series.
Yeah.
They had that Wolverine game that was coming out because Spider-Man, made by the same company as Spider-Man. Spider-Man's an exclusive to the PlayStation, and
Well, not anymore though, because what Sony's starting to do now is they're starting to port their games to PC, which is awesome for me. I just have to wait a little bit, but like both Spider-Mans are now on PC. The first God of War is on PC. The second one's coming. So like they're starting to open up the door a little bit.
oh, all right, that'd be pretty cool.
Well, it
Yeah, I
saved
mean,
me from having to buy a PS5.
Yeah, the amount of money that some of these older titles, like the old God of Wars, would make if they fucking just went cross-platform is ridiculous.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, they had one that was a remastered God of War 3 that I could like download for the PS5, and I'm like, I never got to play God of War 3 technically because had PlayStation, went to an Xbox. Actually, I went to Xbox when Gears of War came out because that was like the big thing and whatever.
Yeah.
And then came back and I saw that remastered thing and I'm like, that actually might not be a bad idea. I never actually played that one. I played the first two and then the last two.
I know people love the newer ones. I still think the first three are fucking masterpieces.
Oh yeah.
Agreed.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Massively agreed. I would love to see them redo those three with the current capabilities of the consoles, right? Like get it like the detail that's in some of the new ones where they're showing his beard hairs waving in the wind. But if you could take that and spin it and put it back on those first three, oh my god.
I was gonna say, give me the graphics, keep the game mechanics.
Yes,
because that's what I love most about those three games.
Oh, yeah.
I love those games.
Yeah, improve the graphics, but keep everything else the same. Make it look prettier and all that kind of shit. But keep the actual game mechanics and the flow the same. But make it look up to today's standards.
It's almost essentially what they did with Dead Space.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Dead Space was fucking fantastic.
Never played it. Never got into it.
But yeah, I mean, at least what they did. I mean, they changed and added some ever so slight stuff. Like, and actually, some of the stuff they added was actually kind of smart. But yeah, I mean, it was mainly like most of the stuff you were doing. You could actually, if you play the original, you could kind of go, oh yeah, this is that spot where. Yeah. That one was actually pretty cool too.
Will either of you be picking up MK1?
Oh, 100%. Without even a fucking question.
Yeah, it looks pretty badass.
I haven't really done a lot of the fighting games lately. I'm not sure. I mean, I would. I have played Mortal Kombat. It's not like I'd be against it, but
well, and I know with the way fighting games are nowadays, it's more about online play and competitive. When it comes to Mortal Kombat, I'm still the story dork.
Yeah.
Like I want to see where they're going with this.
Yeah. Well, they actually did a pretty good job. I mean, like the first, 2 or 3 was just straight up brawlers. No one gave a fuck about the story. You wanted to see the 20-30 second little ending if Sub-Zero won, beat Shao Kahn and all that kind of shit. But once they started getting into the later titles where they had stories, even the Mortal Kombat and DC crossover, back in the day. Yeah. I mean, and the last one, That story was okay. MK11 was not bad.
That ending was fucking wild.
Yeah. So I'm definitely interested to see where they go with this, and it's kind of cool to, basically restart the whole fucking franchise, and they found a good way to do it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Plus,
no, I'd consider it. Yeah, I'm actually
I
still
think-
waiting because there's one coming out towards the end of this month from a series that I played like a long time ago that I love called Armored Core.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Armored Core 6 that Fires of Rubicon is coming out, and from everything I've seen, at least as far as people playing it or talking about it, it seems true to form from what the other ones were. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely getting that one. That was one of my favorites from way back when.
I know
Yeah.
it wasn't a humongous hit. But I really enjoyed Titanfall. Did either one of you guys play Titanfall?
Couldn't get into it.
I think I played some of the first one. I never actually finished it.
I did the first one. I don't even think had a story mode. I think it was the second one that had the story.
Yeah, the first one was just strictly online play.
Yeah, the
That's
first
what I
one was,
remember, right?
was strictly, run around like Call of Duty until you get enough fucking points or whatever it was, and then you could call down the Titan and go, straight fucking robot to robot.
Oh, then yeah, I think it was the second one that I played then
Yeah.
because I didn't do the online thing. There was some story that I was following when I.
Yeah, that was two.
Okay.
That was two. I liked it. I actually did like it. I thought it was pretty good.
Well, it's Armored Core-ish. I mean, that was one of the things because when you had at least something that was relatively close, that's what kind of drew me to it to kind of go, oh, okay. Obviously it wasn't exactly the same, but
I got into it. I thought it was decent, and I like that for the most part the Titans, the giant robots, had to move like giant robots. It wasn't like
yeah.
Running at warp speed.
Yeah. No, it was
So you actually felt like you were in a mech.
Yeah, exactly. You could jump a little bit, and some of them had boosters and what have you, but I don't know. It was to me, it was a good game.
Still waiting to hear more from that Wolverine one. Like you saw the teaser, but like there hasn't been about it ever since.
That's games right now, especially with some of these companies getting these games out to market way too early, and they're just busted on launch day.
Anthem,
I think
Cyberpunk.
I was gonna say I think more companies are starting to get more hesitant because like Cyberpunk, with the amount of hype that game had, and for the way it shit the bed on launch, Project Red, they took massive amounts of heat and they took massive hits to their reputation.
I think Cyberpunk is like $20 right now.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
On the Xbox store.
Yeah, but I mean they've also improved it dramatically over the years.
Just based on the original layout and reviews, I just like, I'm not gonna bother, even if it's only $20.
I never really planned on getting into it. Especially in this economy, $60 is a lot of money.
Right.
Oh yeah. Well, that was at least like after finishing God of War, there was some kind of sale going on in the PlayStation store, and there was like, okay, so like Tiny Tina's thing was like the overextended, chaotic, special something version with all this and whatever that was typically $90 with 35, and I'm like, sold.
Yeah, I think I got Borderlands 1 and 2 and something else for $20.
Oh, yeah. It was the same thing with that Evil West. I think I got the regular one, so it was 60, but it was like 30 some or percent off, so it was like 35, and I'm like, all right, I will give that a shot.
Yep.
Yeah, I bought another expansion card for storage on my Xbox too. Those little cards though, I've got 2 expansions now. I've got the basically the portable hard drive, right, that's hooked up via USB. But have you've seen the little cards that they've got, the slots for these little cards?
Mm-hmm.
It's badass.
I've got at least it's some kind of smaller, or it's an expansion hard drive with a heat sink on it and a bunch of other stuff. But as soon as I got the PlayStation, because I think the one that I got, it might have 750 or 600, some gigabyte, like some 600 or 700 or something like that. I'm like, well, that at least means I can download like 2 games.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, anytime you buy a new console, that has to be the move. Is the first thing you do. I don't care if you bought a terabyte, you're gonna need more storage.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Like-
that was as soon as I got it, there was one of those at least a smaller, so it's a 2 terabyte drive with a heat sink on it. And it was, got good reviews and everything. Immediately went in. So now I'm like, oh, okay, now I can
Yeah.
at least play. I can play 3 things now.
Well, I mean, because you're like, it's terabyte. I have all this room with the size of games nowadays. Like,
No,
it's not that much room.
just the updates are 17 gigs a piece.
I can't remember which game it was I downloaded. Might have been one of the God of Wars. I can't remember. But like one of it, you go to the thing, you're gonna download it or whatever, and it's like, well, it's 190 gigabyte. And you're like, fuck you. God damn it.
That's because there's nothing worse, right? Because I'm sure you were like, I'm gonna buy God of War, it's gonna download, and I'm gonna play it. And then you see it's 190 gigs, and you're like, I guess tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, I guess I can try to find
I'll play it next week.
I wonder how much solitaire is. You find out solitaire is like 20 gigabyte or something like that, and you're like, what the fuck?
And also $20.
Oh yeah, and that.
I would fucking hope not. Anybody paying fucking $20 for
But, yeah.
solitaire.
I tell you. Fucking video games. What I want to see is, and I think TJ kind of hit the nail on the head with this Tiny Thor thing. Like if I'm scrolling through the store, it's the same old shit, right? It's Call of Duty type games, so first person shooters. It's whatever major league sport, major baseball.
It's the most popular stuff,
right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And there really hasn't been anything like, I don't know, like I don't even, like, God of War is not first person shooter. It's not a platformer. It's a role playing game, but I want something like that. I don't want to get into the racing and all that, but it seems like the same repeated shit over and over and over again.
See, and here's the thing, right? And this is where I think, at least Microsoft, I can't speak on Sony. I haven't owned a PlayStation since PlayStation 3, but this is where they could take a page out of Nintendo's playbook, because one of the most brilliant things about Nintendo's store is they have recent releases, and then you go over and it's just a list of every single game in the most recent that came out on top, and you can just scroll through and you'll find so much more that way than having to wade through Zelda and Mario and Pikmin and all that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And Nintendo being a little more fucking family friendly though, but there's a ton of fucking variety in there.
Oh yeah,
true.
Can you play all that other shit? Absolutely, it's there. But then you can turn around and do a Super Mario Galaxy or a Zelda or fucking whatever the new sports game was, not Wii Sports, but
oh yeah, Wii Sports. No, that was the other one.
Wii Sports.
Anyways,
but yeah, I wish there's a little more variety, a little more thought. I was telling TJ the other day, I got into some really fucking cool sitting down puzzle games on this bad boy.
Oh, there you
go. And it was just, and again, because we've talked about the level of our fucking motion sickness, I can't play some of the fucking super fun ones that I'd like to. Like, sure, would I love to do the new Iron Man VR, but something tells me I'd last about 4 fucking seconds in flight mode.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But there's some cool. TJ turned me on to a really cool game that you do sitting in a chair, and it's like an escape room, and it's literally called I Expect You to Die.
I think there's 3 of them now.
There's a third?
I think. Let me look.
Well, I know there's 2, and then there was
Yeah.
one that was like augmented reality for the house. I got that one too. but it's, you know, you're a spy, you're trapped in something, and you gotta solve these fucking puzzles, but you're doing it sitting. There's no movement involved.
Oh, all right. I would support that.
Yeah,
It's a fucking blast.
it's awesome, dude. Like it's like you start out and like you're in like an old timey like 50s detective office, and then like
Oh,
your
yeah.
first one, like you get transported in like this 50s car and like this stick of dynamite drops and it lights, and it's super fucking fun.
Yeah, it's really cool. So I got a kick out of that one. And then I found one that I told him about. It was called A Dark Room, which is like a 1800s detective story, and a little more detail because there's different locations inside each room, but you can teleport to them. You don't have to do the whole motion
Oh,
thing.
that'd be nice.
Um, and it's a real. By the end of it, there's a whole story, the whole deal. That one's great. And then there was another one that, and literally a puzzle. You're standing there. It's called Shores of Loki, and I think it's LOCI. But you know, there's these miniature cities, and you're basically, you know, 3D puzzling to put them back together. Just
All
you
right.
know, just grabbing in space and trying to fit, and it sounds simple, but the way they've done it, it was in the visuals on it were mesmerizing. But you're just sitting there having a blast.
Actually, sounds pretty cool.
It was really cool. And then, you know, there's yours, like I have a blast just sitting here and doing VR poker.
Nothing
Hey,
wrong with that.
Not real money. And then there's a golf game that you can, like, that TJ turned me on to, that you can actually play together. And it's it's funny as hell because you're playing, and it's the graphics on it are like rudimentary VR,
Okay.
right? They're not. It's not like you're playing at, you know, yeah.
These are basic ass courses. You're not playing
Yeah,
at Augusta in the Masters.
yeah. You know, and but the funny part is, if you want to, after the preview, if you want to get a view of the entire hole, you can click something, and it turns you into this giant that's hovering over this entire hole.
So pretty much like if I was shooting and I'm playing with Sean's going to be looking to see where he landed and like try to figure out where his next shot is, because you only shoot one at a time. But what I'll see in my VR is a giant version of Sean's avatar. So it looks like this like 500-foot man is just standing on this golf course.
And then you can fucking hit each other on the head with your golf club, right? And it's like a Batman. You hear this, and there's like pow. Doesn't do anything other than annoy you, but
Oh, hey. So it's a minor distraction.
yeah. But it was fun. You know, there's not a lot of shit you can do like that.
Like I said, there's something to be said for that. Again, like, you know, I've actually had it, so at least with like some of the games lately, where I've been kind of embarrassed because I don't know if I'm just don't have any coordination whatsoever, or if my reflexes are slow. I don't fucking know. But there have been a lot of times, at least putting something on a normal difficulty, and I am just getting my fucking ass handed to me. So I've actually had it lately where I'm like, okay, you know, if there's like 5 levels, I'll go to like 2. So I'm like, not the easiest, but I'm going like, I just want to, like, I don't care if I lose. If I lose,
Like,
that, but
okay, Jason, there's no shame in that game. That's what that setting is there for. Play the game so you can fucking enjoy it.
oh yeah, yeah.
Like,
I mean,
please.
yeah,
Like watching people, like, you know, you'll see video clips of somebody doing, you know, whether it's God of War, whatever, like Elden Ring or whatever it is. They're doing like no hit on like the hardest difficulty, and I'm watching the video going, well, that doesn't really seem that difficult, because you're like, okay, you dodge, you kind of the thing, and then you're playing it and you go, what the fuck? Is this going faster? Is this?
No, it's just that's not you. Like,
Right.
it's easy to look at a video and go,
Oh yeah,
I could do that. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
I could look at an NFL receiver, make a one-handed catch, and go, I can do that. Yeah,
You know-
until I got a corner lined up in front of me going, I'm gonna fuck you up. And I got Joe Burrow firing a rocket into my chest.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I can tell you where that's super evident is if you watch any of the fucking videos on YouTube of people playing fucking Beat Saber,
Oh yeah.
which
yeah.
and I'll tell you, I love Beat Saber is a fucking blast.
It will kick your ass though.
It will kick your ass. But the people that are got that on YouTube doing that in one take have been practicing that for at least 2 weeks before they do it.
Oh,
yeah.
no, not 2 weeks. They've been playing this game for fucking years, dude.
But yeah,
There is a loyal fan base to this game.
it's fun. And as long as they keep adding the fucking decent music to it and shit, matter of fact, I'm gonna have to play it later now. I thought about it, I was gonna play it in a minute, but I get a kick out of that. But yeah, fucking we wound up on video games again. What's wrong with that? Nothing.
You're welcome.
Nothing at all. If you've got and for those not watching on YouTube, first of all, why you lazy fucks? Get yourself a Oculus Quest and get on there and you can play some of the titles we're talking about. And I'm telling you, TJ hit the nail on the head with that. I Expect You to Die. I could play that. Even though like at some point you're gonna know
exactly what to do.
Exactly what to do. But there's even little
Easter
games
eggs
within the game where you can get, bonuses if you do a certain thing that you're like, oh, I wouldn't have thought of that. Like there was one that I think it was one near the end where you gave that bull statue a cigar or some shit.
Jason's like, what?
Yeah.
Give that bull a cigar.
Fucking weird.
I gotta say, one of the most frustrating things that I had to do like 14 times was the second level when you're on the skyscraper as the window cleaner.
Oh yeah.
And you got to rip all the panels off the fucking spaceship and drop the bomb.
Oh my god, that's a motherfucker. Yeah.
Oh.
Or they're like the first time I played it, because you've got a gun, right? And they're saying, so someone at the window at the building next to you sees you, act natural. And so I would turn around trying to shoot him, and then I figured out, oh wait a minute, I've got a sponge here. And so you pick up the sponge and act like you're washing the window, and they go away.
Yep.
Rather than trying to shoot this guy.
Yep.
But yeah, getting the panels off the fucking rocket is a bitch.
You had to act natural, Sean.
No, but the worst part is like you get really into the game, right? So the first time I heard that, he's like, act natural, and I was like, completely doing the opposite.
Just sat there doing nothing.
Natural.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what happens when somebody does that, where you go act natural. Then all of a sudden you stiffen up and go like, "Oh, how about that weather? Yeah, what about the thing?" And,
Look at
Natural enough.
What if acting natural is me strangling someone?
Right, yeah. But again, that goes.
Act natural. You don't want to see my natural.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, let me get my clothes off. That's natural.
All right. You asked for it, but I'm gonna need a cucumber.
And I haven't showered in 3 days.
And that, yeah.
But I'm gonna need a cucumber.
I'm acting natural.
Not
Not telling you what it's for, but I need one.
You'll find out when the show starts.
That's like I watched Billy Madison recently. It was on, one of the cable channels. And that scene where he's in the tent and he's like the hot teacher's there. And she's like, what do you want to do? He's like, well, it involves a 9-iron and a buffalo, live or stuffed for safety's sake. And you're going, what the fuck is this guy trying to do?
But the best part about that is I don't have any proof of this. I'm pretty sure that line came off the top of his fucking head.
Oh, probably.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Just like Jason and his cucumber. That's why it made me think of it. Like, the fuck
Well,
is
you
this
know.
guy actually trying to do?
We will leave that to your imagination.
That's scary considering some people's imaginations these days.
We could be putting it somewhere, or we could just be making pickles. I don't know.
That reminds me of the time I got off of work, and due to extenuating circumstances, I had 3 things that I needed to get. Well, 2 things I needed to get. One I got because I wanted it. So I work at this HEB, so I punch out and I go pick up 3 things: a plunger, quart of motor oil, and a 24-pack of Bud Light.
Yes, that's a party.
And and I could not stop myself from fucking with my coworker. I looked straight at her. It's gonna be a fun night.
Damn right. You're damn right.
Uh,
I'm curious. Do either of you have any of those stories where like you had to get like 3 fucking random things and the cashier looked at you like you had 8 fucking heads?
I guarantee I've got it, but I'm not gonna be able to think of it on the spot like that.
But yeah, I don't have it. The only one I can remember where it's not nearly as interesting, but you know, the old 21st birthday one, where like you're 21, you're gonna have some friends over or whatever, and for the first time you've just got this like thing about like yay long of like a trail of alcohols just sitting on the thing.
Oh
And
yeah.
you hand the person your ID, and they just kind of go, and very kind of sarcastically, like it's not actually doing this genuinely, but they look at you and go, "Oh, happy birthday." They're like, "Fuck you, I can buy it. Just sign
Yeah,
the thing.
bring it up.
I don't need your attitude."
I think my move in that position, like if I was that cashier and I saw all the alcohol and saw as a fresh 21-year-old, I would probably just look at him and go, just please don't die.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
It's like the story. The only story I can think of isn't even mine. It's a Bill Engvall comedy sketch. So remember we talked before about the Bill Engvall tries marijuana story.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's on YouTube, right? And so he after he embarrasses himself at the dispensary, he realizes he needs papers. So what does he do? he goes in to this, I don't know what the store it was. We'll say it was a 7-Eleven, and he walks in and he's like, "Yo, my man, give me a Slurpee, a Slim Jim, and some zigzags." And he goes, the kid behind the counter looked at me and said, "It's not illegal to buy papers."
Mm-hmm.
I probably had that same reaction.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Was I that obvious?" He goes, "Dude."
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What gave it away? The Slurpee.
Disclaimer: these are not my jokes. I'm repeating Bill Engvall's jokes. Please go watch it. It's very funny.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Don't
Well-
sue me, Mr. Engvall. I know you're retired, but don't fucking sue me.
I know this probably didn't actually happen, but I'm sure like when I worked at 7-Eleven, if someone walked through the door and said, "Yo, my man, give me a Slurpee, a Slim Jim, and a pack of zigzags," you're a narc. That's the definition of acting not natural, right there.
Oh, is it? Yeah, yeah, that, yeah. So what agency do you work for?
I know. There's DEA on here somewhere.
Oh God. But yeah, I would say check those out. I mean, I know we did a whole other show on video games, and this one just happens to be winding up being about video games. So fuck it. Go
I'm
check
sorry.
some shit out.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had to spread the word of Tiny Thor. Everybody should know. But you probably shouldn't play that game if you're bad at platformers because you're gonna get really fucking frustrated.
You know what? And if you're listening to this right now and you didn't know that we already had an episode about video games and you're going, "Oh, what a refreshing thing." First of all, fuck you, because you should have known.
Yes.
And
Hold on.
second of all, thank you for being here today, because Well, actually, I should have said thank you first before the fuck you. So thank you.
Well,
But
hold on,
Go-
Jason.
then
I'm
go
I'm
with
gonna
the-
say I'm gonna say we have to go easy on the listeners this week, considering our upload schedule has been absolute trash.
maybe it's trash because they're not listening.
No, it's trash because our lives got in the way.
Could
Quit
be
lying to
their-
yourself.
It could be their fault
No, it's not.
because I don't want to blame myself.
Look
could
in
be
the
their
mirror.
No. No, it's scary in the mirror. I don't look in the mirror.
Let's see what.
Scary. It's as scary as the creepy cartoon behind you,
Well, that too. Yeah. That's why they're back there.
right?
That's actually not a video background. Those are my friends.
It doesn't even bother me anymore. I'm just so used to it by now.
I think it's time for TJ to upgrade from Man of Many Books to something else.
I like my books.
I'm sure you do.
I don't think you get to tell TJ what to do.
It makes my room smell of rich mahogany.
As the oldest brother for both of you, fuck you. I do get to tell you what to do.
Wow, that's really,
As a grown ass 37-year-old man, no, you don't.
that's really funny because I've never done that before. Huh.
What?
Done what he told me to do. So weird.
Yeah.
You know, besides when we're going to give dad a heart attack.
Well,
Yeah, that's
Jason-
true.
Jason, you strike me as you probably have the same personality trait that I do. If somebody tells me what to do, I'm going to do the exact opposite.
Yeah. That's
Like,
what you're
nope.
supposed to-
That's not happening. Thank you.
Nope, sorry about it.
That is exactly the proper response. And if someone doesn't know that when they tell me to do something, then that's your fault. Just like it's a listener's fault for the video game thing and all the and whatever. No.
And whatever.
Yeah.
And whatever.
So there.
You know, Titanic listener's fault.
Mhm.
Damn it. What the hellions? What's your
Wait.
problem? Wait, what?
I don't remember.
Uh-oh.
Did we
Alzheimer's
cut-
is setting in.
No. Did we cover Ocean Gate on here?
No, we have not talked about Ocean Gate.
Ah,
I could not remember if we covered that or not.
I don't think so.
Because it's been again because of the life and recording schedule's gotten a little goofy. No, we did not cover Ocean Gate at all.
Well, then we should do that in our next episode. Well, here, then we'll do one of those things to try to get people to kind of do the thing. We're like, stick around for next week.
We get to- we get to
Jason,
Echo.
Jason with the teaser. He's learning.
We'll launch the Echo. Join us next week as we cover Ocean Gate and other random shit.
We'll somehow
Um,
tie it in. We'll cover Ocean Gate. We'll talk about cucumbers. It's kind of an over encompassing thing. It's fine.
No,
I love
But-
cucumbers.
but
I think
here-
cucumbers are delicious.
they are, but here's the thing. You'll want to tune in on YouTube because Jason's going to show you where the cucumber ends up.
I actually will.
As long as YouTube doesn't wind up censoring the hell out of that shit.
I would just say,
Oh no, they'll just kick us off.
I would just say, if you've ever been on a plane and you've ever kept those bags that they have in the seat in front of you, just have that with you just in case. Just in case. I'm not saying you'll need it. I'm not saying you won't.
I want to know who's getting on a plane, seeing a barf bag and going, "Oh, souvenir."
Hey, you never know. You never know.
I brought 3 of them home from the hospital after surgery.
Well, that's a little different.
Well, that's
Just
true.
to,
That's not
Just to
that's not
make
an
sure.
airplane. That's not an airplane.
yeah,
That's you probably trying to keep your car clean.
That's a
it
good point.
was. It actually was.
That is a good point.
Jesus. We are insane. And it's
Where?
awesome. It's fucking awesome.
We're insane, but we're out of practice too.
Yeah, a little bit. It's all right though. It's all right though. Just a good conversation is always entertaining to listen to. So
Hopefully.
like for the record, and I'm not bashing anybody, but for the record, Joe Rogan's podcasts are not always funny. They're just conversations.
That is very true.
No comment.
No comment. I don't want him to come after me. He's fucking crazy.
Oh no, it's not even that. I used to like him, then he went batshit crazy during COVID, and I was just like, yeah, you just stay over there.
You just stay in the other room. It'll be just
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Like you go do your thing. I'm not gonna pay attention to you anymore though.
stay in the other room, close the door. It's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine. We'll see you at dinner time. It's fine.
Oh my god. So what's the just because now I'm curious, what's the concept and pretense behind Tiny Thor?
So it's your birthday. Like you're literally like 8 years old.
Oh, happy birthday.
I said it's your birthday.
Oh, happy birthday to me.
There
Yeah.
you go.
John asked. I thought maybe it was. I guess I actually should know if it wasn't his. But never mind. All right, go ahead.
So it's a platformer. You have enemies and you don't get it right away. You get it pretty early in the game. You get the hammer as a present from Odin for your birthday. And then there's like an evil entity, and you got to try to collect all these runes. And these runes give you like special abilities. Like I got one that allows me to double jump. I got another one that allows me because like you can aim where you throw your hammer.
Right.
So it extends the aiming line, so I'm more accurate with it.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's Sean. If you like puzzles, I mean that game is fucking full of them.
Sounds fun.
But yeah, I've been playing it all day, and I'm gonna do that as soon as I get off of here.
That don't sound too bad.
Is it a Nintendo exclusive? Do you know?
No, I'm pretty sure it's everywhere. It's only $20. I'm pretty sure I saw it on Steam for like 15 today. So yeah, it's a little indie game, but it's cheap, but it's a good time.
I find a lot of those are good like that.
Don't sleep on indie games. Indie games are fucking awesome.
Yeah.
To me, it would kind of be equate to like you always get the kind of the mom and pop bar kind of thing where
Yes.
like indie games where it's like it's somebody who like that's their livelihood and they give a shit, so they
Yep.
want
Yes.
you, like,
Yep.
you know. So yeah,
100%.
Yeah, they give a shit. That's why their chicken wings are the best.
yeah, I would totally think that. Yeah, for an indie developer like that, heck yeah. Most of the time, they're going to like what is it? At least when people do the let's plays where you can watch them or whatever, and some of them are just like little rinky dink and they don't have the great graphics or whatever, but they're still entertaining.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the heart and soul of indie games is right there. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah. So
like in the description, literally for Tiny Thor, it says this game looks like it was made on Sega Genesis, and it does. But it's so much fucking fun.
I loved Sega Genesis. That was one of my favorite systems of all
Hey,
time.
yeah,
Not even gonna lie.
I wouldn't even have to. Yeah, I mean, I understand why they put the disclaimer, but you kind of go like, most of us are going to go, well, that sounds fucking awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
When I heard about it, I was like, I gotta look into this, and I looked into it. I was like, yep, I gotta get it. I gotta try it. So yeah, that's Tiny Thor. I highly recommend it.
You heard it here first, ish. Something.
No, because it's been out for like months.
Doesn't matter.
I hadn't heard of it. I heard it here first.
Yeah, so did I. So that's
There you go. There you go. So take a little bit of credit, Push Broom.
And once the YouTube video is published, it'll spread like wildfire
to about 20 more people.
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure it already spread like wildfire because I found out about it through a NintendoLife.com article.
Nah.
Well, we're gonna add to that.
I don't think we're gonna be the main catalyst on this one, Jason.
Well, no, I'm not saying
Jesus Christ.
Every little bit helps. Not the main catalyst, but we'll be a contributor.
There you go. We're a drop in the bucket.
Sure, why not?
But maybe one. I don't know. 2.5, maybe.
We're averaging about 20 some odd views per video on YouTube right now. And I think we're actually up to 25 subscribers on YouTube.
Well then.
It'd probably be more if we get our shit together.
I would like to
probably.
And I'm not blaming anybody. I'm just as guilty.
Oh yeah.
I would like to congratulate all of those non-lazy twats. Thank you for not being
applause for them.
Did Jason just say something positive about our fans?
He
No.
did.
You did.
It's
It's
recorded.
recorded. It's recorded. It's fucking documented.
No, it's not.
Clip it.
No,
You
It's
didn't
gonna
even
be-
clap for him.
it's gonna be
What
this weird audio anomaly where right where all it's gonna look like is me waving my finger for some reason. It's just
Oh man, yeah. It's too bad your lazy twat ass doesn't edit these episodes.
well, it looks like a what the hell 2 is gonna have to be created here in a minute.
Yeah. What the hell, too? Hosted by Jason, and
Yeah.
it's a podcast where we never record.
Well, yeah, there'll be one episode like every 3 months,
Just
and it'll
you
just
guys are still here?
and some of them will just
No,
be
you left.
some of them will just be me recording myself going, I don't know where they're at.
We should probably redo the intro song where each one of us have a what the hell instead of me doing it in different tones.
No.
Did you
No.
notice the
think-
last episode we produced? Did you notice that I put a scroll in there on
Yeah.
YouTube?
I
I know
gave
you did. I told you. I said it.
Oh, okay. I
I
was gonna say,
totally-
I gave you a creative note on that.
Totally noticed that.
Creative note. Yeah, you didn't. But no, it scrolled too fast. I got to work on the.
Did you notice it in some of the? I don't remember which ones they were. Maybe the last few, or maybe not. I don't know. It's been a while. That the music doubles up.
No.
I saw that in a couple of them. That had to do with the way the video. I
thought
don't know what
it
they
was
want to call it published, but yeah, I did see that on one of them.
I enjoyed it. It was nice.
And again,
Yeah.
if you guys really want to laugh, go watch us at what is it, half speed or 3/4 speed? Which one was it?
Oh, on Spotify, yeah. Half speed.
Half speed. We sound high as fuck.
I
It's
have done
awful.
it a few times, and yes, it is still hilarious.
It's awful.
You know what I'm
Come
gonna do?
on.
I'm gonna go back to that last one where I went off on you, TJ, and put that one at half speed.
You know, guys, I already come off dumb as shit as it is. I don't need like your help sounding any dumber to the people.
Oh, I can't get that out of my head now. That whole rant I went on, fuck you, half speed.
What was it even that about? I don't even remember.
I forget. I was bitching about weight or something like that.
Oh yeah, I made a comment and I think it
Yeah.
struck a nerve.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And
That-
fucking lost my shit, and you were dying. It was so fucking funny. I'm gonna go watch that.
Oh,
at
pretty
half
good.
speed.
I was
Yeah,
pretty good.
well, I mean, I'll make a comment. I'll stand in the pocket.
Come at me, bro.
Just like I came at the entire state of Texas by saying Whataburger sucks.
True. You're not welcome back.
I'll come if I damn well please. How about that?
You
Fucking
shall
AP
not pass.
be on the lookout for TJ because he fucking dissed Whataburger.
Yeah,
You
well, I'm not
shall-
going. I'm not going to Whataburger. I'm going to Mighty Fine. I'm going to Pluggers. I'm going to Torchy's. Probably going. Actually, into Austin. Go to El Dorado.
Oh yeah.
You shall not pass.
All
Remember
right.
Monty,
Well,
remember Monty Python?
no, that was
Oh, he says,
Gandalf and Lord of the Rings.
but he also now the guy from Monty Python says, "None shall pass." The Black Knight.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
None
the-
shall
the-
pass.
Probably the most famous Monty Python sketch ever.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Just a flesh wound.
I was about to say, "'Tis but a flesh wound."
It's but a scratch.
Either that or one of the things that sticks out about that movie in my head is like it's like really in the beginning because I've never actually made it through that whole movie. But when the three guys are like marching along the hillside and the guy's got the coconuts to simulate the fucking horse sound and they're just prancing.
Comedy gold.
Oh yeah. I still remember because what it was the other thing too, because I think part of the ending, just because they did that whole thing of them all like they were doing it apparently in like regular time and they all got arrested or whatever. I thought part of that was because they ran out of money. So they had to like figure like some kind of way to actually get that, I think, I don't know that for sure, but 'tis but a flesh wound.
Come at me. I'll bite you.
He said, a flesh wound, your arm's off. No, it isn't.
He's a stump at the end. Oh,
Mhm.
Have you ever seen the bit? I think it's part of his live show. The guy that does Rowan Atkinson, the guy that does Mr. Bean. There's one chair on stage, and he's got like sounds playing, right, and he's miming to the sounds, but he's basically like in a music room or something, right? And then it winds up like he's at a drum kit, and then he drops the sticks.
oh
If you
yes,
haven't-
I've seen this. I know exactly what you're talking about.
if
It's
you haven't,
fucking brilliant.
if you have not watched that, you need to watch it. It's brilliant and funny as shit.
He pantomimes everything so perfectly. Like he'll sit behind the drum kit and like you'll see him like pick up the sticks and he'll drop one and you'll hear the stick hit the floor. So he'll
Yeah.
bend
Oh,
over and pick it up. And
He's-
then like
he's
he'll
got it
start doing the
timed
bass
perfectly.
drum and you'll hear the bass drum. It is so fucking
Yeah.
cool.
I'll go check it out.
Yeah, I'll
I
find
like
I'll
him.
find it and
Yeah.
send it to you. It's actually really fucking funny.
I would watch that. I like him.
It's I love Rowan Atkinson. I
Yeah.
always have. Ever since
I-
when I was little, I found Mr. Bean. I love that dude.
Oh yeah.
And I think Johnny English is truly underappreciated. Those were fucking funny.
Oh yeah.
Or what was it? He played the narcoleptic in Rat Race.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There was some interview he had with oh shit, who's that? Graham Norton.
Mhm.
But he
Oh
was
my, I
talking-
love watching Graham Norton.
I was about to say, I love that dude.
Oh yeah.
Like, I know I don't live in the UK, but that dude's awesome.
Yeah.
Anyways, continue.
But Rowan Atkinson, and he was talking about, he goes, it's always this weird thing. He goes, when somebody half recognizes you. And he said he was in a parts store, and he said some guy came up to him and he goes, you are the spitting image of that guy that Mr. Bean. And he goes, he said he was talking to the guy and goes, well, I actually am the actor who plays Mr. Bean. And the guy's like, well, I bet you wish you were. And it just kept going. Like the more he kept trying to tell the guy that he was the actor playing Mr. Bean, the guy kept going, like the more the guy didn't believe it.
Well, because I mean, I'm sure that Homeboy was in denial. He's like, I'm not meeting a famous person.
Oh, yeah.
This is just some fucking dude. And
That's-
you're not famous.
Even watching him tell that story was hilarious.
I would almost rather do that than do what I did. And I told you the Mythbusters story.
I don't
I
think
was-
so.
Here's a quick one, right? I always watched Mythbusters, thought it was good, and the two guys on there. I'm going through the Austin airport one day, and Adam Savage is there. He's walking. He comes out of a store, and my dumbass, I go, "Hey, aren't you Jamie from Mythbusters?" And he goes, "No, I'm the other one," and kept walking.
Oh,
And then right, because I couldn't remember. But then I read a thing like how this is how bad I fucked up. Those two cannot fucking stand each other in real
Yeah,
I
life.
was,
they don't like
I was
each other.
gonna say those two hate each other.
It's well documented. And I just and
so
I went, oh
could you generally not remember, or were you trying to land a joke?
no, I couldn't fucking remember.
Okay, that makes it better. I'm like, if you were trying to land a joke, bro. Oh, ugh.
No. And at that point I did not know that they can't fucking stand each other.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
I found,
there-
and then I looked it up and went, oh, and it was probably while I was at the airport, I realized, oh fuck, he's at Adam Savage and Jamie Hyneman really don't like each other in real life. Fuck.
Yeah.
I can't even
Well,
walk up and go. I can't even walk up and go. Sorry about that. I suck
No.
with names now. Just fucking let it go. Walk the
No.
fuck away.
No, there's no recovering from that. And
No.
for future reference, maybe if you're not sure of the name, go, hey, aren't you the guy from Mythbusters?
Well, now I know who he is because now I watch half of his fucking videos online because he's got an in with one of those fucking prop houses that does all the auctions. So they've got all kinds of so he's handling all these fucking props from the movies, legitimate, and he's geeking out over them. I'm just watching him geek out over them. Cool shit.
Yeah, and he knows who you are because you are officially the big dumb dipshit at Austin Airport.
That was fucking many years ago. He ain't gonna remember that shit.
I don't know, man. As much as he hates this dude.
Maybe.
So you should actually be lucky you didn't get a much more stern response.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like classy man, I'll give him that.
What did you say to me?
If I ever see him in the airport again, I'd be like, hey, I one time I called you Jamie, and I'm really fucking sorry, Adam.
No, just don't bring it up.
No, of course I wouldn't.
Just hey.
Either
son,
that or
good
either
guy,
that or
make
it
it
was
work.
either that or it was seared into his brain just enough that you'll see him at an Austin airport again and he'll go, no.
Right.
I was just thinking the same thing. It would be great if Sean just tried to walk up and he just goes, "Fuck you, asshole."
With my luck, that's what would happen to.
No, he'll start by going, what are you, Jamie from Mythbusters? Fuck you. And then he'll walk away.
Oh God. That's funny. Yeah, I fucked that one up, no doubt about it.
Yeah, you shit the bed pretty bad on that one.
Yep.
Damn it, Sean.
Yeah,
All
what do you
right.
do?
Because I'm sure he's a what the hell you, and I'm really sorry about that, Jamie.
He's
Oh
our,
yeah, I'm sure he doesn't have fucking 4 billion other things to do besides.
well,
listen
looks
to
like
this
the YouTube
podcast.
channel's going down to 24 subscribers.
He's sitting at home right now watching this episode, going, "It was you. I knew it.
You motherfucker.
I finally found you."
You're that dickhead. Okay.
He's going to be the first person that emails you from this podcast, and it's not going to be pretty.
I'm
I'm given.
starting a new show. You're the first guest. It's called Facebusters.
I've given up. No one's. The only fucking emails I ever get to the what the hell email address is shit from Podcorn that we've never been successful on. So I haven't even asked.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't recorded an episode to ask either.
So hey, if you like what you hear or you don't like what you hear, how about that segue? Thank you very much.
We took 3 weeks off. I can't believe no one's emailed us.
Yeah.
What the fuck? You can reach out and contact
Fucking
us at
crazy.
whatthehellpodcast@yahoo.com.
Yeah, and if you don't want to hear us talk about video games, send us a topic idea.
Yeah.
Shizzle.
Yeah.
That's
But-
a for sure way to curb that because we're always looking for new ideas for that.
Oh yeah.
That's for sure.
And we probably need to do a planning session here at some point, at least put 3 or 4 topics in the bag so we can pull one out when we need to. Little show prep, as they say, little insider terminology lingo there for you.
Yeah, you know.
You said baseball shit right there.
Right, there you go. All right, well, let's put a pin in this and wrap it up. Man of many books. What do you have for the what the hellions?
You know how this goes. Be good to each other, people.
And of course, we'll turn that down to the magnificent jackass.
Stay classy and search your hometown here.
You heard him.
In parentheses, insert your, the name. That's the thing. Yeah. Parentheses.
You heard him.
That was it.
Appreciate everybody listening, downloading, go like, subscribe, all that. Send us an email to whatthehellpodcast@yahoo.com. And we'll catch you on the flip side.